Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Rise of Mordor siege today, and we have Dol Amroth here landing onto the walls. We are showing off the new units from the submod again as they go into battle. I mean, we don't often have the submod being played at the moment, obviously, because, well, it's brand new and basically been re-updated to match the current main mod. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see all these new factions again. Well, they're not new, but they sort of are, because we've not seen them in such a long time. But yeah, we've got Dol Amroth here. We've got two Dol Amroth armies attacking, and we have the Eastlings, which is not a submod faction, but one of the main mod. And we also have Harad, wherever they are. They are just about everywhere as well. Yeah, these Harandor Axemen, they look very fearsome. And yeah, we've got loads of other units as well to show off. Well, I'm pretty sure we've already seen them already before, but it's always good to re-show them off, I guess. But if you're enjoying watching Rise of Mordor content at the moment and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support as we work our way towards 2K. And yeah, it looks like some Seaward infantry are going to be the first off the wall, and they're already getting a bit focused, well, not killed off anyway by traps here. And I think they're getting, well, certainly they can hit some artillery going off. Wasn't quite sure where that's hitting. But it looks like they're not going to be opposed. Fighting on the walls here are Dol Amroth. I mean, they're even setting up a ram, which is kind of a brave move. I wouldn't have bothered, but they have bothered. And it looks like the Eastlings are going to be defending this. Or Eastlings and Harad are going to be defending like the second line of defenses. And it looks like they're already in here. I didn't even realize they have landed some troops back here on the walls. And they're just coming off the walls now. And this unit here might be in for a bit of trouble. I mean, it's already been killed off a bit by the tower. But they're going to get charged, I imagine, by these Bane of the Steppes. They need to be careful here. Form up, men. We may be in a bit of trouble here.
We have destroyed the enemy tower.
Yeah, here they come. Here they come. This is going to be painful. Oh, it's a deep line. It's a deep line, so it might not do as much damage. But it still did a lot of damage. I mean, certainly here on the flanks, look, they got all the way through. That is going to be brutal. And yet, these Bane of the Steppes are a really, really strong cavalry units. So, I mean, they're going to have a lot of joy chopping down these Seaward infantry. Seaward infantry is almost like Gondor infantry, I would say. Just the Dol Amroth version. And, yeah, this unit's not going to survive much longer. I mean, what's coming over here? More Seaward swords trying to come over and save them. If I was the Bane of the Steppes now, I would just carry on a little bit and then wait until they get closer and then charge into them and see if they carry on, because charging like moving infantry is so much better. Put it like that. And I think that's what they're about to do. Oh yeah, they're going to try and form a shield wall and do exactly the same. Here we go. The Bane of the Steppes having a lot of joy early game. Oh, that was a much thinner line, and they got flown back. Some of these men. But yeah, this Bane of the Steppes is just having a time of its life. And another one. Oh no. Oh no. These two units here, this flanking force, is just going to get decimated. I can see it already. And they're like running to charge into the Bane of the Steppes, but they don't realize they're probably running away actually from another cavalry unit. Oh, and that's going to be a sandwich. Actually, wasn't a great charge in the end. I guess because were charging almost into cavalry. But yeah, that unit won't survive much longer, you would have thought. They're going to pull out, actually. I mean, there's kind of much of a pull-through. I don't know. They've been in combat a long time, but it's a bit dubious, like with Rise of Mordor, like with Attila, like pulling through with cavalry, because, I don't know, if you knock the unit down, you could do it. But yeah, they might go for another charge, but it looks like the first few infantry clashes have begun. Another breach was opened up here by the trebuchet. He actually decided to destroy this bit of the wall. You can see here the other one's on 81%. They start pretty beaten up. So he decided, I'm going to open the wall and give myself a bit more of an opening. Not that he's used the other opening yet. But what we got here, we've got Loki Maceman and we've got Southron heavy spears in this choke point, facing some more Seaward infantry. But I am told this is a very, very close siege, so definitely worth staying around to see how this one does end. And it was sent in by a member of the Discord, so if you'd like to join the Discord to also get involved in some Rise of Mordor battles or just some other Total War battles, then join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. And you can see here more Seawood infantry fighting across this entire front. Really, this is the main line infantry. It is the bulk of their infantry force. It's like Gondor bringing a lot of Gondor infantry. It's expected of Dol Amroth. Yeah, these heavy spears, they look pretty formidable, but I don't know if they'll be able to hold forever. I mean, they could do with, Dol Amroth could do with putting some archers on the wall and shooting these guys from above. They have got archers here. They've got Nimrodale archers, rangers, sorry, and they've got some more Nimrodale rangers. They've already lost a unit here as Dol Amroth. He's got like a unit of Seawood infantry. It's basically dead. It looks like he had a lot of trouble in this coming over traps. It don't even look like they lost any men coming here. What the heck happens to them? They get focused down or something, or they get killed on the tower? I don't know. Oh, over here, they're having a lot more success. As you see, Wood Sword Infantry winning against the Spears. And they've got Pelargir Marines in behind. Very nice combo. I mean, these Pelargir Marines will do a lot of damage. At least I think they are. No, they're Belfast Marines. Belfast Marines. Basically the same thing. They look really nice. I'm going to have a Javi throw? Possibly not. They should probably Javi throw into the unit behind, like these guys back here. If they have been doing that, that's good. Like, certainly want to shoot these, like, shock infantry here. This is a bit of the Easterlings' forces here. Oh, they're really focusing down these Harrandor axe bearers. Good unit to be focusing down. What are they using to shoot them? Oh, the Nimrodale Rangers all the way back there, from behind the wall. Going over the wall and then in there. That's really nice. And it looks like they're focusing down the Belfast Marines are the Harad forces. They're trying to shoot them down. Not a bad idea. And it looks like we've already got some shock infantry here. We've got some Haven Guard already coming in. This is some really elite shock infantry. These guys with their double-handed swords. They are not someone you want to mess with on the battlefield. So, I mean, it's a bit early. I'm surprised for them to be being sent in because they'll get focused down heavily by any archers from, like, the Eastlings or Harad. You can see at the top end of the battle here, we've got the Belfast... I can never remember this. Fleet Warriors, that's it, of course. This is the new unit. It's probably why I can't remember the name, but it's the new unit for Dol Amroth in the sub-mod, and they look pretty damn awesome. If you've not seen them before, there they are. I'd definitely go and check out the other video that I did on, like, this unit. I'll leave a link to it at the, probably either in the description or probably on the end screen. But it's a really, really good unit. I mean, they're not as good as the Haven Guard, but they're still pretty solid. I mean, they're actually having a tough time here. They are a medium shock infantry, so I wonder if they're a bit better on the flank rather than in like a choke point like this. But you can see they're having a fun time in here anyway. And look at that. Look at this glorious, like, front line here. This looks awesome. With the Belfast Fleet Warriors. Looks like we've got some Seawood infantry in there as well, and they're just firing some spears, and they're having a really good time. Looks like they're chopping these guys down. I mean, I'm saying they're having a really good time, like they're like, yes, we're enjoying ourselves, but no, like they're killing them. I mean, maybe some of them are enjoying killing men, but that's just a bit psychotic. It's the same over here. It seems to be the same story just about everywhere along the front at the moment. It's these Haradrim heavy spearmen holding the front line at the moment, and it's the Seawood infantry trying to push them back. But it is going to be a bit of a long one today, so if you haven't got your snacks and your drinks, I definitely recommend you go and get some, as it is going to be a long yet epic one, I am sure. I mean, let's have a quick look while the fighting's going on. See what is in reserve for, like, the Eastlings and for Harad. I mean, they've got some pole arms here. They've got some halberdiers ready, so that's good. They've got quite a lot of archers. We've got low-key rim archers. We've got, yeah, actually a lot of low-key rim. Looks like the Eastlings are going to make up most of the reserve forces. We've got clan guards. Haven't seen them in a long time. This is a fairly solid unit. It reminds me a bit of like the Pavis spears. They are really good at missile block. They take a lot of arrows to kill, but they probably won't get you many kills. So yeah, it reminds me like the Pavis spear of like 12-12, for instance. But they're really good. They're a solid unit. We've got more clan guards there. Warlords of Rune, a solid shock infantry. Loki and Macemen. Serpent swords. Ah, I haven't seen these guys in a long time. They're like the Serpent Guard from Third Age, basically. They look really nice. That's a really, really nice unit. I like their shields, and I mean, yeah, they look really nice, and they're like curved swords, the sort of like scimitar sort of style going on. What we've got in here, we've got some Varric warriors now in here. They are probably going to turn the combat in favour of the Haradrim and Eastling forces here, because they've only got Seaward infantry in here. I mean, I don't know, the Varric warriors are okay, but they're not insane. Maybe they'll just even up the combat. Who knows? But even still, someone's got to win. And you'd say it would be the Haradrim and Eastling forces because they have more men. But yeah, have they started to get archers onto the wall yet? They still haven't really... Oh, they've got Nimrodel Rangers all the way here. That is a bad, bad move because, I mean, these archers here are probably having the time of their lives picking these guys off. Like those guys are in so much open ground, and these guys and the Loki Rim archers up here, probably like focusing these guys down. Oh, I mean they are. Facts. I certainly wouldn't be putting archers over here, mainly for this exact reason, because they can just shoot across, like they can shoot from here onto that wall, and kill you. I'd be sending all my archers over here. Try and force a way through here. This is certainly the more area. I mean, they are having a lot of success already. But look at all these shock infantry just in reserve. Just get archers up here. Let's just start focusing down anything down there. I mean, they have got their own archers, but Nimrodel Rangers would be pretty easy to kill. I mean, what else have they probably got? They've got more Belfast Marines. I don't know if any of them actually brought like the sort of like the Seaward archers or whatever they're called, like the more Gondor infantry looking archers, because they've got more armor than these Nimrodel Rangers for sure. I mean, these ones here aren't getting focused down. They seem to be having a bit more joy, but they're focusing down this huge blob here. That's not a bad idea. Looks like the Haven Guard has gone in whilst we waited. Have they upped the number of the I think they have, as my like voice just like sort of breaks there. I think they've upped the size of the Haven Guard. I don't know if that was a good idea. I'm pretty sure that unit used to be like 90 or like 120. It used to be really small, but now it's 160. And that's a nasty, nasty amount of troops. I think they're going to go over here and support. Oh no, they're just going to hide. They don't like that they're getting focused down. I think, yeah, if you were scared about them being focused down, you shouldn't send them in so early. They've still got plenty of like sword units out here. I mean, there's dismounted Knights of Imrahil. They've got more Seaward they could send in first before they have to send in these Haven Guard. They've got plenty of Seaward infantry. Balance of power is fairly even at the moment, I'd say. I mean, the numbers are in favour of the defenders. I guess quality is in favour of the attackers at the moment, so they need to take advantage of that, do the both sides, really. Like, the defenders need to try and overwhelm the attackers where possible, and the attackers need to basically just use their quality to beat them, basically, to beat the defenders. I mean, their quality is definitely probably coming in there, like Harad's probably just not as strong as the Dol Amroth faction, basically. They haven't got a great roster, and they haven't got like anything amazing. Like Harad's got like relies on like Beasts of War, and the Beasts of War haven't been added yet to the submod, so it's hard for them to really like stick them in. But there you go. Look, these Belfast Marines are now in behind. That's going to be some nasty volleys that they're throwing in there. Looks like they're going for the Serpent's swords back here, which is not a bad target. Look at that. Look at like even the detailing, like the backs of these like javelins. They've got like the little bit like, I don't even know what that is. I guess it's like it kind of looks like a bit of a quiver from an arrow, like not a quiver, like the feathered bit of an arrow. But yeah, you can see here, look, loads of these are getting stuck either in the stakes or in the shields of these heavy spears. The better definitely going after the unit in behind. I mean, they definitely are wasting a lot of their ammo here, these Belfast Marines, just shooting this spear unit, which have lost like no men. Better shooting this sword unit, especially now that it's turned its back. But yeah, they're having a lot of success here for some reason. I'm not even sure why. The Haven Guard was in here, maybe because they have archers support. Yeah, it actually is. It's because they've got Nimrodel Rangers shooting in here constantly, and they're just picking off these Southron heavy spears and the swords here. Looks like the Eastlings and the Haradrim are going to fall back. They're going to fall back to this point here because they realize they're going to lose this point here. It's just they can't keep sending men in here because they keep dying. But further down the line, they look like they're having a lot more joy. Certainly over here in this breach point. Like I said, they're the archers on the wall are doing a lot of job, and they're actually got a unit up here. How they got They snuck some more units. Maybe they've gone around here. But yeah, you can see the cavalry over here. One, and it's the little outpost. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, it looks like the swords have stuck some stuff around here. And it's now facing some Haven Guard. Well, this is probably like the last unit you want to meet on the wall. I mean, definitely a unit they want to be shooting with archers. Like, those Loki Rim that are on the wall, they should be shooting these Haven Guard to pieces. Do not allow these guys to just get loads of kills. Because they will. They'll get like 300 plus. And they're taking a few units down with them. And that's a good trade in the eyes of Dol Amroth. And I mean, there you go. The arrows are starting to fly. Looks like it's going to be some Loki Rim archers coming onto the wall here. Very nice. Good play by the Eastling player to realize that this is a main target. This is a primary target that needs to be going for. These guys are all the way over there. Let's see if they get a nice volley off. Let's see if they can drop some of these guys. I mean, it might take a little while because they'll probably have a lot of armor. But they have very little missile block. So, yeah, if you hit them, they'll take some damage. You can see that a lot of them getting bloodied up. Not firing many volleys. You can just see like the stray arrows going off. There we go. There's a bit more of a volley. And yeah, these guys will start to drop ever so soon. And yeah, that will turn the combat probably back in favor of the Loki Rim Macemen. I mean, they definitely need to. I mean, they've taken some gates, haven't they? They've taken some gates. They need to possibly try and get cavalry in here. I know they have deployables, like stakes and stuff like that. So maybe if they can take these choke points, then they can use. I mean, this hasn't got anything here. You can send the cavalry through here, get it through this point eventually. There are definitely ways to get this cavalry inside. And Dol Amroth has good cavalry. Oh, this could be very nice though. I mean, this could be a nice little trap that they've got set up. Because if they take this area here, Dol Amroth, this like, just call this, I don't know, this courtyard here almost. They can then just pinch them between, and then they assault here. Because they'll have to. They'll have to assault here. They can obviously use, they've got cavalry here, they've got Serpent Riders. So we've got some Haradrim cavalry here. And we've got some Warlords of Rune. We've got some nice units here anyway. That can just basically charge into the back. I mean, they can also set up archers here on this slope. And they can just shoot into the side here. Which I'd certainly be doing. Certainly Umbar is a really, really hard city to take or to attack. And I mean, certainly the defenders are doing a really good job. Doing a really, really good job. I mean, I see a lot of Dol Amroth troops starting to waver. And I know some of you hate seeing Dol Amroth win. So I'm sure it's pleasing a lot of you that Dol Amroth are having a hard time here. I'm of the opinion that I quite like Dol Amroth though. So it kind of pains me to see that. But at the same time, I like seeing the defenders also do well. So it doesn't matter to me. I like to see these Serpent Swordsmen doing really well. Just like seeing Harad do well, to be honest. It's often seen as one of the weak factions, which it probably is because it's incomplete and it's not got its mummoks. But yeah, no, they're doing okay. I mean, these Southfront archers here are probably getting a lot of kills shooting into the side of these Seaward Sword infantry. What we've got coming up here, more Haven Guard. I think this might be the Haven Guard unit that was on the wall. And it looks like they've fallen back. And these Loki Rim Macemen are going to be able to get off the wall and do some rear charges. They could go all the way around here. They could go and attack the flank over here. I don't know why they didn't just get off here. Actually, they can't because of the tower. That'll be why. But yeah, these Seaward... no, this is Dismounted Knights of Imrahil. Wow, they already have to send in like the Dismounted Knights of Imrahil. They are really running low on reserves. But these guys will also kick ass. If not like intervene, these guys will do nasty. This is why Dol Amroth's probably hated, because they have some really, really elite units. But yeah, they look like they're getting shot in the back, and that's a good sign. I'm sure they are getting shot in the back by like the Southfront archers here. Looks like they're falling back a lot of stuff already. Seems a bit early to be sending a lot of their stuff back. Numbers, they still have a 1,000-man difference to the defenders. I mean, they are running out of arrows, which is probably a key issue. I mean, there's cavalry in here, which is equally a key issue. These cavalry could do an absolute madness, and it certainly could if they get through here. They can then go in here. They can go like through. They can like break this unit here. Then they can charge those spears, because I think these spears. Oh no, they are in. They have got stakes, and they are in like shield wall. They have got their cavalry in here. I just charge up and charge this sword unit here. It's a weak sword unit, and all there is up here is more cavalry and some Warlord's Rune. I mean, the Warlord's Rune could be nasty. So you might want to send some archers up, shoot them, see if you can scare them off. But yeah, they should do okay. I mean, you can see all the cavalry now for the defenders is getting close. It's just basically mirroring where the Knights of the Silver Swan go. And they have some spear cavalry as well. They have some seaward spear cavalry. So they've got a bit of a mix going on. But it's all pretty nasty. It's all very nasty stuff. You can see they're kind of like Gondor cavalry, like the basic Gondor cavalry. They look really nice. But yeah, so you can see like all this cavalry here is just following them along. Like, nope, you will not get in. Oh, they are going to just charge these swords. I didn't realize these were all just swords. A good thing to go for. The Bane and Steps you see here, they just charged all of their own men. That's going to slow their charge down. The cavalry in here might do okay in combat, but certainly now is the time to get lots of archers up onto this like area here, just shoot them down. I mean, they've got all their archers here, which is okay. Not a bad spot. Oh yeah, they mobilized the cavalry back here, and it's going to get charged into the back of these seaward infantry. Wasn't a bad charge. It's going to probably try and pull through. It is melee cav, so it's not going to be great in charging, but like in combat, it should do okay. And then we've got the Loki and Maceman coming down as well. They're going to charge in, do their bit. So this has turned into an absolute mess in this choke point here, and actually it looks like mostly like the defenders are losing here. I mean, this unit here is losing, but it's because it's pulling through and it's going for the archers here. It's going to cause absolute chaos in the back lines. You can see the town is starting to burn. Umbar is starting to burn. And yeah, more cavalry coming in, and they'll probably deal with that unit of Silver Swans. But yeah, they've still got plenty of cavalry in here of the attackers. I mean, so do the defenders. It's just so much. It's turning into an absolute mess. I need to send in more infantry. They need to send in more to the attackers. Just overwhelm this. There's a huge amount of defenders, like, stuff that's been committed just to try and deal with this. Looked like the defenders at one point were going to retreat. Now it looks like they're full on, like, going to try and kill this cavalry and do a lot of damage. And yeah, I mean, yeah, good units to shoot down. These Warlords of Rune in here. Shoot them down as, like, the Knights of the Silver Swan just come flying in and just kind of like cover these guys. Definitely don't want to keep this cavalry unit in combat. These Warriors of Rune with their big, nasty blades will just cut them down. They will cut them down. So yeah, get them out of there and start charging more cavalry. Definitely a good thing to be taken out. Especially when this Silver Swan cavalry is some of the best cavalry in the game. There's generals in here. They definitely need to get more infantry in here. What have they got here? Haven Guard. Get this Haven Guard in here. Obviously, it's not do or die this, but it's definitely a good thing to go for. Knights at Imrahil, best cavalry in the game. By far and away, probably some of the best cavalry. It's maybe not as good as Elven King, but it's certainly the best cavalry on the battlefield at the moment. But like this. Like the Elven King cavalry probably can beat this cavalry, but yeah, the Knights at Imrahil, very nasty cavalry. So we'll have to see how they can do. They could definitely turn the combat and like the battle in their favour. Certainly want to probably go after the Bane and Steps. This general in here, that's a nice easy kill to go for. Just get some shock infantry in there. He'll cut that unit down, or they'll cut that unit down. They're setting up more over here now. The Haven Guard coming in. They're really throwing like weight at this now. I think mainly because a lot of reserves have been shifted across this way to go and try and deal with this. Well, a lot of everything's been shifted across there. Really. I mean, they're running out of ammo as well, are the attackers. So I think that's why the defenders, are running out of ammo. That's why the attackers are having a lot more joy in this area here. And look at that. This is the dismounted Knights at Imrahil. Lost about 18 men. Killed off basically an entire unit of Macemen. That's insane. And yeah, these Haven Guard are getting focused down. They really need to hide these guys. Just don't let them get shot. I mean, just best thing to do if they're going to get shot, just send them into combat. And it looks like they are breaking stuff over here. It looks like they're breaking. Oh wow, they're actually going to kill all of these Warlords of Rune. I mean, they are outnumbered, but I mean, this is seaward infantry. I mean, some of them are pretty beaten up. I thought they might have a chance, these Warriors of Rune. They are kind of surrounded. They're outnumbered, but I don't think they'd be losing decisively. I thought they'd be like combat even at this point. These guys are absolute mad lads usually. They're a nasty unit to fight. But most of the cavalry now for Dol Amroth is breaking, or it's losing. Like, they've got the Sea Ward still in it. I mean, they've still got this Knight of the Silver Swan. This one's breaking. So it's kind of hard to say who came out on top there. It's, I mean, this side, obviously, it's a very convincing Dol Amroth win. This side seems like it's a bit of a draw. Have they found more concealed units? I'm not quite sure what they've found exactly. Oh, is it these guys, possibly? They just found these Nimrodel Rangers, possibly. But yeah, certainly this side, I feel like, I mean, it's still undetermined. Oh, we got artillery now firing in. There's Onager back here. He's got a really nice spot, actually. I mean, not from that angle, it's not. But if you, like, just raise up a bit, you can see they are just firing directly into here. It's probably why this combat here is, like, going so... It's, like... 50-50 is going to win this. And we've got some nice units in here. We've got it looks like we've got dismounted Knights of Imrahil, and we've got Haven Guard in here. So these are definitely a good target to go for with the artillery. It looks like they're facing Clan Guards now. Like I said earlier, remind me of the Pavy spears of 1212, and it looks like they're getting shot by their own artillery as well. But yeah, they remind me of the 1212 Pavy spear. So they're well armored, but they won't get many kills. But they'll hold the line to allow the artillery and archers to get plenty of kills to kill off these units. So inadvertently, they're going to help get lots and lots of kills for the defenders. So, I mean, they should do okay. They should do just fine. I mean, it looks like Dol Amroth is still throwing a lot in here. He's throwing a lot of this wall. I'd start to sense the front here. I'd also cap this point. Helps with morale. You can damage the morale of the defenders. I'd definitely be taking that. Like, look at the sheer amount of stuff in this choke point here. Like, Harad and... I might mainly be more Harad, but Harad and the Eastlings really don't want them to come through this choke point here. They have so much in this spot here. Let's actually have a look at the Harandor Axe Bearers. Not really had a look at them. But they look nice. They look nice. They've got the same axe and like the same engraving as the Dol Amroth unit, so they might want to change that because like the Belfast Fleet Warriors, or what I think they're called, aren't they? They have the same axe engravings, and I wonder if you just might want to change that just for like uniqueness. They might want to change that because obviously they wouldn't have the same engravings being on different sides of the wall. Probably anyway. They are from similar parts of the world, but they are different factions. They would have different engravings. So you might want to change that. It's just a small thing like that. That's how good this mod is, and the sub-mod. I have to pick out small things like that to criticize. Not even criticize, but just say tweak even. Just like, I tweak this. But yeah, this is it's excellent mod and sub-mod. Like, the guys that like work on this, like, just round of applause for them is what's needed, really. Like, I mean, when this is eventually even finished, this is going to be a mod for like the ages, really. I think it is so good. Unless they make like a Lord of the Rings Total War, this is probably going to be like the definition of Lord of the Rings Total War. Certainly for Third Age. Oh, that's a brutal volley though as it comes in. Oh, yeah, it's definitely like probably hitting some Clan Guard, but they're hitting a lot more Dol Amroth troops. Dol Amroth probably wants to send a minimal amount of troops here, like just send in the weak troops, send a lot, hide them back here, because I'm sure, yeah, these guys are all getting focused down by like low Kyrium archers. These guys have plenty of ammo. They're going to shoot a lot of these archers. So yeah, I'd be careful what you're going to do. You could possibly pull through with the cavalry and get like and go after these archers, but it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. You've got more Saffron heavy spears coming up here. Yeah, so I mean, it'll be hard to pull through and not take losses. I don't know where they can really go. Oh, cavalry. Cavalry's got through. How has this managed? Oh, I guess it's come through the other choke point here. I don't know why they didn't do this earlier, to be honest, the defenders. They could have been aggressive, come around here, surrounding these guys, because they just insisting on going through this one choke point, unless it's pathfinding. But this is the usual choke point here, so they should have been able to. And yeah, Haven Guard now having to turn around and face this Harandor Axe. They should beat them. But yeah, it's just a little thing that they need to deal with. It's like a little bug just biting and annoying them. They're just like, God, deal with these little Harandors. And they'll kill a few of them. Oh, they're actually getting quite a few kills, I'm seeing. But yeah, I'm sure in time these Haven Guard will probably chop these guys down. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. I think they've like broken either cavalry. I think it's the cavalry. They're cheering as they like kill the cavalry. And like the Harrendor Axe Warriors like, fine, just cheer. We'll cut you down unless you cheer. Don't defend yourselves. Yeah, actually, well, yeah, I'm saying that these Haven Guard are having a... We're going to like chop these guys down. I'm seeing quite a few of them get killed. I could definitely go through this choke point here, though. I definitely would start thinking about doing that. Just to, like, stretch the defenders. Otherwise, they'll just keep going. They'll happily just defend that one choke point. You open up a second one for a reason. Looks like they still have loads of troops here. Loads of troops in this area. Certainly the center is where it's going to buckle. The center is where it's going to buckle, and that's where they need to really break through. Here, they might also obviously break through. We're going to lose a load of men doing it. And you can see the artillery is starting to try and shoot in here. It is getting some hits on the low-key archers here. They are firing from a long, long way. This is the... I think it's from here. This trebuchet is firing from back here all the way here. They definitely want to use all the ammo. It's nearly out, luckily, or it might just be out now. Yeah, I think it's just gone out now because the trebuchets can't move. So you're having to fire like from there. So good thing you use all this ammo, because otherwise it would have been a waste of ammo, really. And they're sitting in more here. They really are going to try and hold Dol Amroth here and try and just make him bleed in this choke point. And it's not a bad tactic. I'll respect it. I think they've got enough men that they can do it as well. They have loads more serpent swords. It's just where they run out of ammo. Really. I mean, they've got loads of clan guard and pole arms back there. I don't know if they're going to need them. Dol Amroth is having a really, really tough time. Like, look, Dol Amroth's basically out of ammo, basically out of forces. He's got quite a few here. We've got more Haven Guard. We've got more dismounted Knights of Imrahil. So they're doing a bit better here. But certainly, like the ally of that, like the blue Dol Amroth, is doing a lot worse. Not a lot worse, but he's running out of reserves. Put it like that. I mean, he's arguably had the harder place to assault. I think this wall here is absolute murder. But certainly, they need to put more troops. Like if the the yellow Dol Amroth could just put some troops in here, they can break through here definitely. And then if you like threaten these spots here, either you break through and you surround this and you kill all this, or they have to send more troops here to support this choke point, which they then can't send here. So you break through here and you kill them here and here. So it's just like you need to. So at this point, they need to sustain as many choke points as possible, because then the defenders have to sustain them as well. I mean, they still have some nasty units to come as well. They actually have got cavalry in here. How they got this cavalry in here, I have no idea. I didn't even realize this. How do they get this cavalry? Like, that cavalry would have had to come all the way through here. I'm not sure how that's done that, really. And these Knights of the Silver Swan are still alive. They should definitely just charge these Warlords of Rune. That's a target they need to be taken out. Yeah, they should just charge in the side here, kill all these Warlords of Rune. They could rout them all. Because their Haven Guard is losing in there. They're actually losing everything in that choke point there. Yeah, there you go. They're going to charge in. And they should probably get some kills on these Warlords of Rune. They're kind of uphill now, so it's going to be tough. Yeah, you can see they kind of get stuck on the rocks. Before they were kind of stuck down here. Yeah, this Knights of the Silver Swan actually lost a lot of men in this choke point here. I feel like they've been left in combat a little too long sometimes. Or they're getting focused down, one or the other. But they need to get out of there. They need to just like charge in and then pull straight out. But yeah, this Seawall cavalry here just needs to bide its time, wait. Then just sneak in, go and take out one of these choke points. And then like all hell will break loose then. Like look here, they've broken this Seaward infantry. Oh, this is Knights of Imrahil. Wow. They've broken this Knights of Imrahil with 2 shock infantry. These 2 units are basically dead. Send some cavalry through here. Kill these 2 actually within the stakes. They have a real issue with all these deployables, I will not lie. But they've got so many units here have like just waiting, getting shot. Send some round. Send some round. I mean the general's gonna be able to just murder these 2 units now, because I don't know if they realise that these 2 units are just moving up. I don't know. Yeah, I think they just realised they still had their attack order and were running, and yeah, the general's gonna stop. He's not gonna try that. But yeah, they've got all these troops here. They need to send more around to threaten, because otherwise they're gonna do just fine. Oh, they might go for a charge here. This could go 2 ways. They could obviously kill the general, or they're just gonna rout this unit pretty quickly. It's shaken. but it's shock cavalry, so it should do okay on the charge. Oh, I think it wasn't charging. I don't think it had given the attack order to charge. And the Bayonet Steps have caught it out. And yeah, that Seaward infantry is kind of wasted. That was in behind enemy lines. You should have kept that alive for as long as possible. And yeah, that's going to break. Yep, that broke. That's a shame. That shock infantry, if it got the right charge, could have probably charged in, killed quite a few of those Bane of the Steps. And they could have done a good job. I mean, eventually they would have lost, probably because of the melee. But if they killed the general, that would have been a big win. And that's that would have been, like, the Eastling forces a lot more weakened. Obviously, Harad's still left. But, I mean, I guess the Eastlings, I probably have more men left at this point. I'd say, possibly. I feel like Harad was the one sent in first. These Nimrodel Rangers should be okay in combat, though. I guess that's a bit of reassurance to Dol Amroth. But they are running out of stuff. Hopefully they've got archers left as well for the pole arms that are yet to come. Because they haven't brought any pole arms of their own. Yeah, they can bring pole arms. They should be able to bring Prince's Coast Guard. Like in the main mod. I'm pretty sure they have them. Like Gondor, well yeah, Gondor can bring Prince's Coast Guard in the main mod. In the sub mod, Dol Amroth is also able to bring them. Because they have a Prince of Dol Amroth, and it's his men, really. It's like in the main mod, it's like the main only representation of Dol Amroth. Yeah, these rangers, I'm gonna just keep an eye on their ammo and save it for some of these guys back here at the end, or just focusing down generals. It's always a good unit to take out. Looks like they're gonna break through here though. We've got some Haven Guard that are gonna get in. They've managed to, I think they managed to sneak around this spot here, but I mean they've seen what's happening at the generals and they're just charging into them. The general here for Harad, Serpent Raiders, sorry, I can never remember the name for that. I always want to call them Serpent Swordsmen, even though, because it's the same unit, just mounted. But yeah, these Haven Guard are losing now, or they were losing. And they're going to get charged anyway here by cavalry. These Bane of the Steps are going to have had so much joy. I would like to see how many kills they've got at the end. Like, the cavalry for the defenders has done so well. And yeah, they've just murdered a load of these guys. I mean, they killed a few as they ran away, the cavalry, but that Haven Guard was at like 70, 80 men. It's down to about 50 now. It's having a really rough time. If it's got the brace ability, it really needs to do that. It needs to stick brace on. I mean, they should break through here as well, Dol Amroth. They've got like some pretty fresh units here. And there's some nice units. Got dismounted swords of Knights of Imrahil in here. They really need to get this archer unit off the wall, unless they can still shoot down here. What was it shooting? Oh, no, it's taking out these Nimrodel range. It's not a bad idea. They still have a little bit of ammo. They should have taken out this bit of the wall, though. This would have been a really nice thing. Shame they didn't have, like, one more shot on the trebuchet. Just take this out. Maybe, might need two, actually. Might need two. But you could take this wall out and just, like, that would be au revoir to a lot of low-key room archers. But they've actually nearly broken through here. These Haven Guard are wavering and have just returned. But look how much like men have like died in this just to take this area. It's just such a brutal area to take, I won't lie. Oh, looks like the general's now going in for Dol Amroth. He's going to counter the Bane of the Steps. That's not a bad idea. If you can get through and chase them down, that's not a terrible idea. But I mean, these Serpent Raiders are still here. They're going to need more cavalry to support that idea. But yeah, general versus general now. If they stay there, then I don't know why. Oh, I don't know if they should have done that. I don't know if like the Knights of Imrahil should have pulled out, because these actually, you know what? I forget it's Knights of Imrahil. Those Knights of Imrahil probably could take both those units down with them. They're that good. I would reckon they could do it, and it doesn't look like they've got any immediate support, so they might want to be careful. And we've got some more Seaward infantry coming in over here. I don't know if that was the area you should really be sticking them in, but fair enough. I mean, I guess it keeps all these three units pinned down here. They are running out of stuff now with the defenders. It's looking very close. Balance power. Oh, they've closed that 1,000-man gap, have the attackers. It's now very close. Balance power is definitely in favor of the attackers now. But I'd still say the defenders have still got a few tricks up their sleeve. And like the attackers have like no ammo left. I don't see any. Ooh, there's this Nimrodel and this Belfast Marine with ammo. Has this Nimrodale got ammo? Like, hardly any. And that one over there is basically getting focused down and has no ammo. So they need to save ammo for these halberdiers. And there's 2 units of them, so I don't think they have enough to take them both out. And the onagers are out of ammo. So, and they still have ammo on, like, their onager. Loads of ammo on the onagers, actually. And they've still got plenty of archer ammo from what I'm seeing. They have folks, they're just shooting down, like, these units here. What's this? Oh, nice aim hill. Good target, good target. I guess the most reassuring thing, they only have 2 pole arms, and there's 3 choke points in, so they can't defend every choke point with a pole arm. But will Dol Amroth be able to attack every choke point is another question. It looks like this choke point's now been left open. They just need to run through here. They need to be careful though. Is there stakes here? No, there's not. Okay, there's no stakes here. This general should just be able to run through, and this might cause a lot of death now. These guys might be in trouble. Yeah, these low-key rim are probably going to die. Oh, they're not actually going to even give them any interest. Wow. I'd have taken these guys out, but no, alright. It's the other one going for them. Fair enough. The other general's decided he's going to go in for them and take them out. Not a bad idea. It looks like... Oh, we've got a general here facing these guys down. Yeah, look at that. Serpent Raiders, they're going to do, like, terrible in combat. Or, like, in the initial charge. But when combat turns around, they should do a little bit better, possibly. Knights of Imril are so good, though. So I would not know. Look at the size of their swords. Like, that is something like from, like, almost like Warhammer. Like, that size of that sword. It's ridiculous. It reminds me like sort of like a Warhammer style sword. Like, what is that? It's just a monster of a sword. But yeah, they're winning decisively, actually. They are, like, having a lot of joy here. That might be the Haradrim general dead. And it might be the Eastling general dead. They might just send both the generals in to die there. That might turn the battle even more in their favour. They might need to focus down some generals with artillery. Which I think they're doing. I can see the... yeah, the shots are going in. But I think that's... I don't know, actually, whose that is. Whose is that just died? Let's just find, like, a random unit. I think that might be the Haradrim. But I could be wrong. Might be the Haradrim. Yeah, I'm going to say it's Harad's general, but I might be wrong. It could be either of them, to be honest. Neither of them saying, oh, general has recently died. Which is annoying. And they're both here, so I can't tell. But I think both are going to die. I think both are going to die. If either of them pull out, they're in trouble. They either need to send infantry to try and save it, and try and scare off the Knights of Imrahil, but I doubt they will. They'll stay in there as long as possible. And, yeah. I'm going to say, yeah, probably is actually... No, it might be the Eastling general dead. Harad's might be about to die, though. He's wavering. Either way, they're not in good shape. They're not in good shape. Neither general, I think, has got out of there alive. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? That is really hard to tell. Oh no, yeah, it was Harad's general's dead. Harad's general is dead. Eastling general managed to get out of there by the skin of his teeth. On 6 men. Insane. But yeah, so they've finally taken this bottom area here. They're going to take all of this. And then it's just going to be onto this final sort of... This final area here. And they've got no, like, artillery to take out these towers. So they're going to have a rough time coming through all these towers. And they've still got artillery. Luckily, they've still got ammo of their own. But yeah, they're gonna have to like send up shock infantry to go and deal with the spear infantry here. Send some more, some shock and some swords in here. Deal with that, and then you need to send like cavalry around here to threaten this polearm. Just to keep an eye on it. If the polearm then decides, right, I'm gonna go over here and support this choke point, you send the cavalry in. You have some units over here as well to do the same. If this polearm leaves, you send units in. So they need to be clever about this. They need to be very clever. Obviously, there's a few units left to still mop down. Or mop up. Not mop down. But yeah, they've got some solid units left. They've got most of their, like, Knights of Imrahil left. They've probably got some Sea Ward infantry left. They've got Haven Guard left. So they've got some good units. And they've got cavalry. They have all the cavalry now. But yeah, so they should do okay. Should do okay. Just mopping up a few archers. And I imagine we're going to see a cavalry charge, possibly. Oh no, we're going to just see infantry come in and deal with these guys. And there you go. The archers break just like that. But yeah, so now this is all that's left. I mean, it's massively in favor of the attackers now. But like I said, defenders still have a few tricks up their sleeve. I mean, they could fall back on that one choke point there, but that would be probably death for them because they do have enough arrows that they could do enough damage there. Luckily, the Eastling General is the one still alive because most of this at the back now is Eastling stuff. I think it is all actually Eastling. I think Harad's like final units die. Oh no, he's got one Serpent Swords. Yeah, I think everything else is Eastling. So I mean, that's not a bad sign. Like, I guess in that terms that is Eastlings with most of the stuff left because his general I think is still alive. As far as I can tell. I was going to say, they put the Seaward Infantry right here. They should not put it right here. They should not be going up here to attack this polearm unit. Do not go up here. Oh dear. They're going to go straight up this hill. I mean, they're going to get focused down by the fort tower, so they're not going to have a fun time anyway. So they shouldn't be doing this. You should be getting, like, archers to go all the way around here, shoot these ones down. If they fall back, they have no way they can fall back. They have to stand here. Otherwise, they get charged by like infantry or whatever. They just take this slowly, and setting up the sword infantry unit is not taking it slowly. Because this tower can just shoot them down. They don't even need to use ammo themselves, the defenders. Retreat the seaward infantry, please. But I'm just going to fast forward for the sake of the video. Because we don't need to see them setting up. I don't think we need a cut, because I think it won't be long till they'll be sending troops in. What have they got here? What's this? Haven? Yeah, this is Haven Guard. I don't think they've got any of those Belfast fleet warriors left, which is a shame. But at the same time, I'd rather have Haven Guard left than Belfast fleet warriors. Not a knock to the Belfast fleet warriors, but these guys are just so much better. Oh, just look! I didn't even realise. Look at the engravings on their on their helmets. They've got like stuff going on there. That's insane. So nice. Yeah, if we can get like a really close up. Yeah, they have like on the side of their helmets. They have like engravings. There's so much detail. It's mod. It's so good. Yeah, you can see this unit was like 130. It's already lost 15 men just standing here being shot by fort towers. Shouldn't do that. Should not be doing that. These Nimrodel Rangers now coming up. They're going to start shooting the polearms, I imagine. Try and weaken these guys down. I mean, these luckily these like polearms, these low-key room halberdiers, I'm pretty sure have pretty poor armor. And they certainly have poor missile blocks, so they should drop after a while, but well, they certainly do with me anyway. Whenever I play these halberdiers, they usually end up getting themselves killed in some terrible way. But yeah, I mean, over here, they should just charge straight in. These Imrahil Knights of Imrahil should do pretty well. Yeah, this cavalry needs to just don't be stupid, basically. These low-key room halberdiers just need some archers in front of them, or some javies to shoot them. And yeah, we're going to have some combat in a moment. These clan guards, yeah, they can't do a lot. I mean, you could definitely flank around, possibly, actually. They're not quite in the choke point. It wasn't the greatest charge, I'll admit, by the Knights of Imrahil. But does it need to be a great charge? Possibly not. They are the absolute tanks of this army. Along with the Haven Guard. I just realised that they also have like crescent moons on top of their helmets, the clan guard. That's really cool. But yeah, they were attacked on the side. Stupidly, the Seaward Infantry have gone in here. I mean, they are only fighting the Serpent Swords. But even still, this is not a fight they can win. They're fighting uphill, which probably actually doesn't matter. But they're also got the towers, like I mentioned, here. I mean, they need to get to about here before they start capping them, so a long way. And look at that, the Serpent Swords, they're falling back. They're going to fall back. This Seaward Infantry here is just kind of wasting its time here. If you're going to do anything, if you're going to put any unit there, put the catapult crew there. Don't waste some perfectly good Seaward Infantry. And this arch unit, yeah, they're rangers who can focus down here by the Loki Rim. So they are having a lot of trouble. I would have not bothered putting my Nimrodels there. I would have sent all my missiles, all available missiles. Which at this point now looks like it's just these Belfast Marines. They need to go and stand here. And they need to get point blank range. They need to just jabby these guys to death. But yeah, that looks like all they have left in the case of ammo, really. The Nimrodel Rangers do have a little bit left, but they're going to get focused down and broken before they can use that. This is their only hope. Oh, and they've captured the towers, but it cost them a lot of men. Look at that. I thought that was artillery. Look how many men died just, like, going in there. That's insane. So many men. That must have been at least 30 men. And they were all 30 good men, like Imrahil Knights and Haven Guard. Oh, I don't like this. No, no, no. You do not pull through here, Dol Amroth. No pulling through here. And Seaward Infantry as well. Such good units. At least they don't have the towers here anymore, though, you could say. But they could certainly sneak a unit through here in column. Maybe on either side. They could probably sneak a small unit through. Get some Haven Guard through or something like that. But these Loki Marches would probably deal with them as with the cavalry. This 6 units of Bane Steps to do some damage. Have they got any reserves over here? They have got some more Haven Guard. Good. Good. I sent up more stuff to go and like support this Belfast Marine. Otherwise it's just going to get charged by, I don't know, swords or cavalry. It's only, oh, how did they get the Trebuchet crew by? But does it really matter? Not really. 67 Belfast Marines probably hold the fate of the battle in their hands. Really, if they can jabby this unit, they open up a way through. Oh, they captured the tower somehow, and that killed a lot of halberdiers here. How did they manage that? I actually have no idea how they've managed to capture this tower. Yeah, it killed off some of these halberdiers, which I guess is a good sign. And they're exhausted. They've just been stood here the entire time. Oh, they need to get higher than this. They need to get closer than this. They're just shooting them into the bottom of this. They need to get like up to the top. They're shooting to the bottom of this. Or the top of the steps. That's the one. Not the bottom of the steps. The top of the steps. I think the player realizes that, and he's sending his Belfast Marines even closer. He needs to get right here. Right here. Right in front of the pole arms. And just trust that the player's not really looking. And he's like too busy dealing with this. Which is becoming a bit of a problem. These Servant Swords having to come around. It is now just the pole arms here. Seriously did that? I think that Seaward Infantry broke there, didn't it? It did, didn't it? What a waste of a sword infantry unit. But yes, so now the Belfast Marines are going to get point blank range. Oh yeah, they got into combat there. Oh, about 4 of them died. 5 of them died for their sins there. Now fire, now fire, now fire. Oh, they don't want to. They don't really want to. Why they do not want to fire? Oh, well, maybe these Belfast Marines can't help. Maybe they can't help. They're going to just have to throw their jabbies from the bottom of here. And they're not really doing much damage. They're all kind of either going over the top of the unit or they're just hitting the bottom of these steps. Because I don't think they've lost a single guy. Yeah. They like doing ever so slightly some damage, but it's not going to be enough to kill these guys. Well, they had the potential to do lots of damage. Yeah, now they're getting focused down by Loki Marches because they're taking too long. This is now going to be the way through. And I think these things might be able to do this. They have catapult ammo left. They have enough infantry. I'd say they have pole arms. I mean, it just depends. The thing is, they've only got these 2 units that they can really spare. And the archers, I guess. They can throw them in. Loki archers are okay in combat. That's why you leave ammo for the very end of the siege. Because things like this happen. If they had some ammo now, these guys would do really well. But I think certainly bringing those Nimrodel Rangers is probably a mistake. Oh, they've done what I thought they were going to do. They've kind of found a hole here in the line. They're going to try and pull through. Yeah, I'm not sure if they could have done it. Probably, yes. There's like only about 2 guys in the way, but they should have done it earlier when there was nothing blocking them. It would have been a bit fairer on the defenders. But yeah, these other units now need to hold the line. They can't just all run They can't all go and just do this. The Haven Guard can't go and do this because this doesn't really achieve much. You've got to hold these units in combat, otherwise you're just going to kind of... Yeah, okay, so they've sort of done what they need to do, but they're just... All they've done is now just made... These Haven Guards should have stayed here because they're going to get just executed by these Loki Rim. Yeah, certainly these dismounted Knights of Imrahil, they'll go in. I mean, they might stop them, but yeah. Yeah, they've not really changed it because the choke point now just becomes here. Unless they send up more stuff. They need to send up cavalry, they need to send up swords. They've been very slow. They've not got reserves ready. Because, I mean, certainly these things had the potential. They could probably break all this stuff here, and then they could just reset. And then Dol Amroth's down about 3 units. At this point, it's just relying on these units being more elite than the defenders. They would have probably broken through anyway. I think they didn't really need to do that little pull through, but yeah, I don't know. It was much more viable about 2-3 minutes ago when I said when they were like had no men there, and they were a little bit further back. But then when they went into combat, they kind of the areas got filled up anyway. So don't know whether it was a good idea to have pulled through, but I guess they've done it now. The damage is done. They can't go and undo it. They're not even going to bother to actually defend this. They're going to go and take out those pole arms. I'd take out those pole arms. These Onager crews got off the Onager. Why bother worry about that? You've got to get these guys further away from the clan guards. And there you go. Like the dismounted Knights of Imrahil, they're going to cut these guys down. Don't know why you're bothering to send Seaward infantry actually into combat. This is just a stupid idea. Just stand and watch. Just stand and watch, knowing that you've won. You don't need me to do anything then. Yeah, these pole arms now are going to turn around. Oh, yeah. Try and force them to turn around. I mean, they should really just go into this choke point here. They should fall back to the choke point here. Then it's another issue. And they have no archers, I don't think. They don't even have those marines anymore. So they need to stop as much as possible from getting back to that choke point. I think it's only going to be the pole arms and maybe the general. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this pole arm should try and make a dash for it, I think. Probably could. Actually, yeah, it might be able to. This Loki Rim archer holds its ground. And this halberdier can make a dash for it. I mean, I don't think it will make it because the cavalry's here, but it should try. It could try anyway. Or it could just fall back to like here. Just fall back into this like little choke point here. So I don't think you can get around the back here. Or you might be able to.
We have gained the upper hand.
Yeah, here they go. They're going to get charged down by the general of... I mean, they pulled through that as well. I mean, I think pulling through... I think pulling through in the charge is fine. Pulling through after, like, if you've been in combat for a little bit and all the units got back up, I'm still a little bit, like, iffy about it. I mean, you're certainly going to lose a lot more men if you pull through after, like, they've all gotten up and you've been in combat, like, maybe a minute or so. You'll lose men. So I guess that's the karma you get for it. But yeah, I guess cavalry, the only way that cavalry can get out of combat really is by going forwards. You can't really go backwards with a horse. It's pretty hard. So when it's being attacked by men with sharp swords. But yeah, here we go. So it looks like it's finally going to end the siege. And it's going to end with, well, just a standoff really. It's a Mexican standoff here. And I mean, the general here is already wavering. If they can just kill him or just make him break, then, well, then the battle's over really. Shame they can't just man the catapult from... oh, there you go. He's broken. He just broke like that. And they captures the towers here. And they're going to attack the flanks, which is not a bad idea. You attack the flanks of the halberdiers, like these little tiny points here. But it's pretty hard. The unit won't do it properly. And, yeah, I don't know if these Seaward infantry... This is a bit... I would still be careful about this. These Loki Rim, if you just put enough men in front of them, probably will just break anyway. We will see, but we'll just fast forward again for the benefit of the video. Don't need to just see as these men just reposition. They might just concede. Or they fall back and then this happens. Oh, yeah. They just get charged as they try and reform. I don't know if they purposely did that. To allow like the cavalry to come in. Or they just did it by accident. But yeah, the cavalry came in and just murdered them. So we'll end the replay. It was a Pyrrhic victory for Dol Amroth, and we'll have a look at the end results. So this was sent in by Aiden, who was playing as one of the Dol Amroth forces. So we'll have a look at his results here. He's got 222 kills with his Knights of Imrahil General, which is a very good amount of kills. His Seaworld Infantry here getting 393 kills. These guys do really nasty work. 224 for another, so they do some nasty work, as I mentioned. We've got Knights of Imril here getting, one getting only 41 kills. That's a pretty fresh unit, though, to be fair, so no wonder. But the other two getting 396 and 358, so they did really well. Belfast Fleet Warriors only getting 62 kills. No surprise there. They are medium compared to like very heavy of like the Haven Guard. So if they get shot at, these guys are in trouble. They also probably don't do very well even against like heavy infantry unless they're flanking. And then anyway, talking about the Haven Guard getting 190 kills, 184. They did really well. The Rangers of Nimrodel here, I thought they did like pretty poorly, but it seems like they did okay, getting 250 kills. 291 kills, so they did okay. Maybe their armor would allow them to survive a bit longer. If they had like armored units, they could have survived longer, but they did pretty damn well. Belfast Marines just weren't worth bringing, only getting like 50 odd kills between them. The Knights of the Silver Swan, one did really well, getting 222, one didn't do as well, and Orange getting 189 kills, so it did do pretty damn well. Then Cuppadance, who's playing as the other Dol Amroth army, his general is Knights of Imrahil, also getting 298 kills, so they did really well. Yeah, not even better than Aiden's actually. His Seaworld Infantry did not do as well as Aiden's. There are some here that get. There's one here that gets 220, so that did pretty well. But and 224 there actually. So there's two that get like into the 200s, but they seem to have a lot more of a rough time in those choke points, like at the far side of the battlefield. But yeah, they did okay. And then his Dismounted Knights of Imrahil doing pretty well as well. 187, 290, 275. His Haven Guard, 360, the best Haven Guard on the battlefield. Another one getting 218, 218. And then his Haven Guard here, his other one getting 100 kills, dead. His Nimrodel Rangers did not do as well. They were the ones that seemed to get him focused down on the walls. From like the second wall, they did really poorly. And look at that, his Belfast Marines just not worth bringing. 0 kills. Wow. And then his Seaworld Cavalry only getting 47 kills, and his cavalry did not do as well actually, and 122. But his Trebuchet getting 190 kills, which is not too shabby. Then we have the real Alex Albon here, who's playing as the Haradrim. His general only getting 64 kills. His Serpent Swordsman, which he's brought quite a few of, best one getting 81 kills. It's just not a match for like any of the Dol Amroth infantry. They had a really rough time. His Harandor Axe Bearers getting 94, the best one there. His Southron Heavy Spears, which is probably the best unit that he's brought, actually looking at kills. 126 actually, like best melee, certainly best melee infantry. His best infantry unit was his archers, 206, 170 in kills. They did pretty well, and his cavalry just did nothing. They were like not match at all. Then Boris here, who's playing as the Eastlings, a smaller but more elite army. His Bane of the Steppes, 126 kills for his general. His Macemen, 156, pretty solid for them. His Varag Warriors, 77 kills. His Warlords of Brune, 185. The other two did pretty poorly in comparison, but yeah, 185. His Clan Guards, 104. His Polearms, like obviously they were at the end. It's just unfortunate that they like broke in. Could have got a lot more kills if they just like been fighting and like if they've been fighting people in front of them, not people behind them, put it like that. But yeah, got 47 kills. His Loki Rim Archers, 211 and 180. Did really well. And then his Bane of the Steppes, 186. They did a lot of damage early game, running down Seaworld Infantry. And his Onager getting 85 kills. So not too shabby either. But if you enjoy, guys, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. If you'd like to see more Rise of Mordor, let me know in the comments as well. And until next time, Legionnaires, bye for now.